All right, we're going to talk a little bit about Cursed City, and I've been playing on normal, and I was able to clear enough of the double bosses to get the 3 keys to take on Amius the Lunar Archon. And I got to tell you that this is extreme endgame content, and there's a couple things that still have made it fun for me, even though I'm not anywhere near endgame, probably not even mid-game. There's just so much depth to this game, is that there's 2 modes. There's normal and hard. There's a toggle, and this resets once a month, similar to that of Doom Tower, except for here, you get 8 keys a day, and you can kind of go in the path that you want and get the rewards. You could use up to 8 a day, and then you come across a boss, and unlike Doom Tower, you can kind of go around things if you can't beat it. But it's a lot harder because sometimes there'll be 2 bosses that require specific champions to beat, but they've also restricted your roster. That's why having a deep roster for Cursed City seems to be vital. As far as getting Raid Shadow Legends started, you can get your journey started today with 2 amazing epic champions, Tayrael and Rector Drath. Use Rector Drath all the time. Tayrael not as much. But also the legendary Sun Wukong you can get by using the promo code in the first 24 hours. Monkey King, one word, and Alice the Wanderer is the 7-day login legendary. So 2 legendaries and 2 epics, and I'm finding that I'm using most of my roster, and specifically Cursed City is very challenging. Now, a couple things that I wanted to point out that were helpful for me is, even though this is very hard and it's in game, I still could do a couple stages on hard. And so whenever I get stuck, I think it's important for me to try going into hard. Maybe I can clear a couple stages in hard, right? And then most of my focus has been on normal, and I can do up to 8 a day. There is some nightmare scarab. Oh, the Scarab King, oh my god, that guy is so annoying, which I've really had to like be deliberate on how to beat. But it's the same bosses that are in Doom Tower. It's just that the trait requirements and restrictions to the nodes make it a lot more complicated. That being said, one of the things that I did not know and was brought to my attention is sometimes on the advanced quests, it says play 2 Cursed Cities, and I'm thinking, well, I'm stuck for the day. You actually can replay a node. You don't get anything for replaying it, but I can go in and play like this very early stage, get through it in just a couple seconds, and that'll give me credit towards the advanced quests. Because sometimes you have to do 2 of them, and someone said to me, I can't do it. You can replay the node, and doesn't give you anything other than credit for the daily quest. Now, we're going to go into this boss, and here's the situation is that, I really only have 8 characters available to go into this battle that are at level 60 and have like the masteries and have gear and this and that. I don't even know if they're all booked. Some of them are booked, so I really don't have a lot of choices. And so I was playing around with this, and rather than talking about how to beat this guy and this and that, because I can't. This is just too hard. And but I just wanted to highlight how cool it is. Let's take a look at this. He's the lunar, right? So you've got like a moon here, and then it's going to go into a lunar eclipse, which is sometimes known as a blood moon because he has 2 forms. And I've read the kits, and I read the information on the boss, and it is several books. This is extreme endgame. And it is not worrisome to me. I think one of the things that I can say about Raid Shadow Legends is because there's so much to do and so many things to get done and so many ways of enjoying the game, if something is hard, it doesn't bother me. I'm just like, okay, that's too hard. That's okay. We'll get there someday, right? And we'll just see how it goes. So I made some progression there, the QR code's in the way, but right there, look at that. So that's maybe like 10% health, but he's going to heal back up and so on. And then he's going to cycle forms. So there we do. And he also does like AoE stun. AoE sleep. And I'm going to put this out right here. Maybe this will get me something there. We got like, I don't know whether they called immunity. This is like stops negative from effects from hitting me. So we'll see if we can get that to work. Also, you know, just to showcase how challenging this is I've got basically 4 characters with a revive and 1 damage dealer. So I'm really just trying to keep him alive. But I didn't have a lot of choices on who to bring. And it looks like he's already healed back up to max. So we're not really getting anywhere. Boom. All right. AoE stun. Okay. What are we going to do here? Let's do a basic right there. And let's get some turn meter and some slight healing going. And I have a feeling he's going to switch forms here, which I think is pretty cool because it'll go red. I don't know if you've ever seen that in real life, what they call a blood moon, but it's a lunar eclipse. And it does kind of look like this. They're like the edges of it will be brown. I don't know if it's really red, but it's more like a brown color. And I got to tell you, solar eclipse is another thing altogether. Solar eclipse, man, if you get a chance, that's like a once in a lifetime experience. If you had a chance to see a solar eclipse, oh my God, I went all the way out to Texas, hang out with Valley Flying just for that. And it was, I want to do it again. And I don't know when I'm going to have another opportunity. I mean, they don't happen, but you know, once a decade, maybe even less frequently than that, but not very often. That's for sure. But I feel like you can see a lunar eclipse pretty regularly if you want to, as long as you keep up with that kind of stuff. Worth seeing for sure. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not ranked Shadow Legends. All right. We're going to get wiped here. All right. Well, what do I got here? I've got 2 characters with revives. All right. We got a team revive there. I'm just trying to see how far I can make it on this. You know what I mean? All right. The smite seems pretty good. Smite seems pretty good. All right. I feel like, all right, let's see. Okay, so we got a little bit of damage there. All right, Smite came in and with the brimstone. See, we got to get some turn meter, some heals. Attack down, maybe? No. All right, we're back to the normal moon right here. Let's do this. I really like this. Having debuff immunity. Maybe we'll get through this. I know in one of the modes there's a revive. I believe in this mode right here, like killing is a bad time. So, ooh, all right. Well, look at this team revive. Let's go. Arbiter's so good. I just can't believe they give some of these characters out, you know, for free, like Arbiter and Syl and so on. All right. I don't think we're going to survive this. I feel like we're going to get in a loop. All right. I don't think we're gonna. Let's see if he can go. No. Boom. All right. You got it. Nope. She doesn't have it. So point is this: extreme end game. This doesn't bother me that I can't be this. It'll reset in a week. And the other thing too is at some point I get stuck on the cursed city and I can't move forward, and that's okay with me because that means that. One less thing to do, but I got to tell you this, when my daily resets, the server reset, I usually am looking to play Cursed City and Doom Tower first. I like the rewards. I like the challenge. Gives me an opportunity to research bosses and so on and so on. How do I beat this? What character do I need to upgrade to make this work? For example, right here, this is the spider. It's a frost spider. I don't know what it's called. But the frost spider revives unless there's HP burn, right? And this is the only character that I have that has HP burn, but I don't have enough accuracy. So if I wanted to, I could upgrade this guy if I want to get through this node. I just love that. I feel like it's pushing me to do more than just getting a clan boss team, pushing me more to do rather than just have some Hydra teams or Chimera teams. It's like, okay, this is a puzzle. I kind of know how to beat this puzzle from my experience in Doom Tower. Now it's made a little bit more complicated because I've got restrictions, trait restrictions, or it's a 2-for-1. I have 2 bosses running simultaneously. It's just the depth is there. And for me, none of this bothers me that I can't finish it. Like, I'm not supposed to be able to finish it, and it's okay. It's completely okay. If you haven't done so, okay. If you haven't done so already, use the link in the description or scan the QR code here on the screen to get your Journey and Raid Shadow Legends. I've been having a blast. I really have. The PvE content in this game is deep. Rector Drath, Tayrel, Sun Wukong, by using the code Monkey King, the promo code, the first 24 hours, and log in for 7 days and get Alice the Wanderer. Those are great characters. Great, great characters. All right, bye for now.